welcome to this special edition of Rajya Sabha Television Question Hour from the Parliament House complex, where we get you important unstarred questions asked by the members of the Rajya Sabha and the answers given by the government. So today we are getting you important answers pertaining to the ministries of Railways, Food Processing, Agriculture, Consumer Affairs and Coal. And joining me is my colleague Rajat.
Thanks, Kriti.
So Rajat, let's take our viewers through the important questions, and the first question has been asked by Kirori Lal Meena, and he asks whether financial support is provided to small and marginal farmers for loss of their crops and cattle in the event of natural disaster.
Well, in his reply, Minister of State for Agriculture Gajendra Singh Shekhawat said financial assistance is provided to small and marginal farmers in the form of input subsidy, where crop loss is 33% and above in the event of notified natural calamities. He continued and said the assistance provided is different of different categories of cultivated land. Financial assistance is also provided for the loss of cattle in the event of notified natural calamities. Now, another important question was asked by Congress MP Ahmed Patel. He sought the steps that have been taken for encouraging organic farming in the country.
Well, Rajat, the answer has been given by MOS Agriculture, Mr. Purushottam Rupala, and he goes on to say that government is encouraging and promoting organic farming in the country under the schemes of Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, Mission Organic Value Chain Development for Northeastern Region. It is also supported by Soil Health Management, Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana Mission for integrated development of horticulture. The government has conducted study to check the economic impact of organic farming through management of Agricultural National Institute of Extension, Hyderabad. So that's a very interesting answer that the government has given. Moving on to the next question, and this one has been asked by Elaram Kareem, and he asks about the complaints for overcharging by railway caterers received over the last few years, and also the details of action taken against railway caterers over the last 4 years.
Well, it's an important question concerning public, and in his reply, MOS Railways Rajendra Gohain said providing quality catering service under both mobile and static catering units at the prescribed tariff is the aim of the railways. Checking of quantity, quality and overcharging of food is an integral part of its inspection, which has been done regularly by the railway officials. Now, all the complaints are dealt strictly, and action including monetary, penalty, debarring and termination of contract is taken as per the gravity of complaint, and decisions are taken on case-to-case basis. Well, another important question, T. Ratnivel asked whether it's a fact that government has asked the railways to borrow funds required for the bullet train project from the market and not expected as additional gross budgetary support from the budget.
The answer has been given by MOS Railways, Mr. Rajan Gohain, and the answer is very precise. The government has not asked the railways to borrow funds required for the bullet train project from the market. The Mumbai-Ahmedabad high-speed rail project is a joint project of Government of India, Government of Gujarat and Government of Maharashtra. For this execution, a special purpose vehicle, namely National High Speed Rail Corporation Limited, has been formed with a share capital of 20,000 crore rupees, with 50% share of Government of India and 25% each of Government of Gujarat and Government of Maharashtra respectively. Approximately 81% of the cost of project is to be funded through a soft loan agreed by the Government of Japan. So certainly the government is clearing all the doubts regarding bullet train here.
Absolutely.
Moving on to the next question, and this one's to the Ministry of Food Processing. And Ramnath Thakur has asked whether it is a fact that nearly 80 to 85% of vegetables and fruits produced in the country are laid waste because of lack of storage facilities. Now, this issue has perturbed many of us. Even in the Parliament also, we saw repeated discussion on this particular issue. So what's the answer, Raj?
Yes, there was a detailed reply by the Ministry of State for the Food Processing, Niranjan Jyoti. The Central Institute of Post-Harvesting Engineering and Technology, Indian Council of Agriculture Research ICAR carried out a study on behalf of Ministry of Food Processing Industries on the extent of harvest and post-harvest losses of major agriculture producers and submitted report in the March 2015. The study estimating the quantum of quantitative harvest and post-harvest losses of fruits and vegetables were in the range of 4.58% to 15.88% due to various reasons such as harvesting, cleaning, storing, sorting, grading, packaging, transportation, channels, weight loss in the storage, etc. The Ministry of Food Processing Industry is implementing central sector scheme Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana with the objective to supplement agriculture, modernize processing and decrease the agricultural waste. So clearly it's a very important answer. As you said, this matter concerns a lot of people. Now, another important question asked by the Kerala MP Virendra Kumar, he sought the details of action taken by the government to increase IT awareness in the rural areas of the country.
Well, Rajat, this answer is extremely interesting, and the government says that the centre is implementing a scheme titled Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Saksharta Abhiyan to usher in digital literacy in rural India by covering 6 crore rural households, or 1 person per household, by 31st of March 2019. Besides digital literacy, the beneficiaries would also be trained on the use of electronic payment system. As on 6th of August 2018, a total of 1.27 crore candidates have been enrolled under the scheme. Training has been imparted to 1.25 crore candidates, and out of this, more than 65 lakh candidates have been certified. So that's an inspiring number.
Yep.
Moving on to the next question, and R. Vethalingam has asked whether it is a fact that the government has mandated giving preference in all public procurements to locally produced cyber security products where intellectual property rights are owned by companies or startup incorporated in India.
Well, in the answer, government said the government has issued notification on the July 2nd this year, which is July 2nd, 2018, namely Public Procurement Make in India Order 2018 for cyber security products. The notification defines local suppliers as a company incorporated and registered in India as governed by the applicable Act, Companies Act, LLP Act, Partnership Act, etc. or startup that meet the definition as prescribed by Department of Industrial Promotion and Policy, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. Well, Kriti, another important question was asked by Mahent Tundia in Rajya Sabha, and that was what steps have been taken by the government to control and mitigate the chemical pollution.
So MOS Chemical has given this answer. Mr. Rao Indrajit Singh says that the government has taken various steps to mitigate industrial pollution, which include preparation and implementation of action plans for critically polluted areas through the concerned state pollution control boards, pollution control committees, directions for installation of online effluent and emission monitoring systems for continuous check on pollution. So these were the important answers given by the government. That's all Rajat and I had for you in this edition of Question Hour. Prashn Call with our colleagues Arvind Singh and Akhilesh Suman on the other side. Stay tuned.